Welcome to this lesson on why AI is a mission enabler, not a tech trend. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to reframe artificial intelligence as a practical tool for amplifying mission impact in an NGO, rather than something driven by technology fashion or external hype. In many organizations, artificial intelligence enters the conversation through vendor pitches, headlines, or examples from the private sector. That framing is risky for an NGO. When artificial intelligence is treated as a trend to keep up with, it quickly drifts away from purpose, and resistance is often justified. A more effective starting point is not the technology itself, but the mission the organization exists to serve. An NGO exists to create social value, not to adopt tools for their own sake. Artificial intelligence only matters when it helps an NGO serve communities better, steward limited resources more carefully, or increase impact without compromising values. Seen this way, artificial intelligence is not a distraction from mission. It is a potential enabler of it. A mission-led approach to artificial intelligence begins with outcomes. What change are you trying to create? Where are the constraints that slow delivery or decision-making? Where are teams spending time on repetitive tasks instead of human judgment, care, and relationship building? Artificial intelligence can support insight, pattern recognition, and scale, but only when it is deliberately applied to real mission challenges. Efficiency can feel uncomfortable in an NGO context, as if it sits in tension with compassion. In practice, responsible efficiency creates capacity. When artificial intelligence reduces administrative burden, it gives teams more time to focus on people rather than processes. When it improves forecasting or targeting, it helps scarce funding and effort go further in service of the mission. Consider an NGO focused on homelessness prevention. Staff manually review referral information to identify individuals most at risk, often under time pressure. An artificial intelligence system helps highlight risk patterns earlier, allowing support to be offered sooner. The technology itself is not the achievement. The value comes from aligning it directly to the mission outcome of prevention, not from adopting artificial intelligence because it appears innovative. One practical way to apply this thinking is to map artificial intelligence opportunities to mission outcomes, not tools or departments. Ask where better insight could change decisions, or where automation could protect staff time for empathy and professional judgment. If you cannot clearly explain how a use case supports the mission, it probably needs refinement. There are also important pitfalls to avoid. One is using commercial language about growth or optimization when discussing the impact of AI. Improvement only matters if it can be directly linked to the NGO's core purpose, back to the community it there to serve. Another pitfall is assuming artificial intelligence replaces human expertise. In an NGO, it should support decision-making and never override experience or values. A useful pro tip is to involve program leaders early, not just technology specialists. When artificial intelligence is discussed in mission language, it becomes easier to assess, challenge, and govern responsibly. It also helps build shared ownership rather than positioning artificial intelligence as something imposed from the side. Let's wrap up with 3 key takeaways. Number 1. Artificial intelligence should be understood as a mission enabler for an NGO, not a technology trend to follow. Number 2, the value of artificial intelligence is measured in impact, equity, and trust, not novelty or speed. Number 3, starting with mission outcomes helps ensure artificial intelligence strengthens purpose rather than distracting from it. As a closing thought, artificial intelligence is powerful precisely because it influences priorities and decisions. Used well, it quietly supports the work an NGO already does. Used poorly, it pulls attention away from why the organization exists. Keeping the mission at the front makes all the difference.